this tape.
So I can tell you that, just to be clear, that the person I talked to said that they were discussing options that in case Donald Trump stepped down. The person that I talked to said there's nowhere in their rules that they would be removing Donald Trump. So this was not saying that the RNC is somehow weighing whether or not they were going to remove Donald Trump. This person saying that in case he steps down, officials are concerned, how do they go forward? What does this mean for the party? From my understanding, the RNC, the head of the RNC was talking to officials. They are trying to basically figure out what they were going to do. The mood there is really chaotic. People are very, very nervous, not only about what happened today, but also the fact that we have 4 more weeks in this election, and they're really worried about whether or not there are other tapes that are going to come out.
So, okay, just to be clear, and we all understand the RNC rules, there is no way for the party to oust him as their nominee because he is formally their nominee, and they went through with that. But you're saying that they are in discussions for what to do in case he voluntarily elects to step down. He decides to step down on his own.
Yeah, so a source told me that in case he voluntarily steps down, they're trying to figure out, and there are talks about like what they're going to do, how they would handle that, and whether or not that's something that he would even want to consider. So this person has not talked to anyone within the Trump campaign. So this was not the RNC going out and reaching out to the Trump campaign and saying, what are you going to do now? But so this person said that he had no idea what was going on in Trump Towers, but that at the RNC that they were already kind of preparing for the worst.
Let me just ask you, Yamiche, if there is any discussion, or if you've heard any discussion within the Republican Party that the RNC may formally ask him to step down as the party's nominee. Obviously, it has to be his decision, but they could call for him to do so.
I have not heard anything like that. From my understanding, they're not. The person I talked to did not at all say that they were preparing to ask him to do that, or that they would even consider asking him to do that, because obviously early voting has started. Mm-hmm. The party is not going to go out there and ask him to step down. So from my understanding, that was not a discussion that they were having at this time.
Yamiche,